Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Man, you want to talk about a man who is pretty much undoubtedly number one in the game. I mean, when you talk about lyricism, you talk about just lyrical ability, flow, creativity, storytelling. If you average all those out, there really isn't anyone who tops Kendrick Lamar. So, that being said, I'm beyond excited for this new album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It's been 5 years, man. Us Kendrick fans know that 5 years has felt like an eternity. We've had a couple great albums since Damn from other artists. You gotta think of J. Cole. Tyler's come out with some decent albums. But man, we've missed him. Because the one thing about Kendrick, this man don't miss. Like,
this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
Legit. We have been spoiled. This guy does not have a single bad project when you think about it. I mean, obviously there's been growth, so some are better than others. But there really hasn't been a bad project, which is insane. I mean, given his popularity, given just the amount of criticism that I don't want to say criticism he receives, but you know, the glass that he's under, everyone's looking at him. I mean, the spotlight's on him every time he releases. Really since Good Kid, Mad City, and he's lived up to the hype every single time. So we'll see if he can do it again. Part 5, definitely check that out. Of course, I've listened to it already. Watch the video too. The video. Don't go to Spotify. Go to YouTube. Check out the music video for the Heart Part 5. It'll blow your mind. I won't spoil it. Odds are most of you have seen it already, but very awesome. Predictions. I mean, if you compare the two Hearts, the Heart Part 5 and Heart Part 4, Part 4 obviously used beats from the actual album, but it also did have a lot more of like the mainstream sound, and that's what Damn was. So if that's an indication, which it probably isn't, because again, Heart Part 4 used beats from Damn, but with that being said, if it's still an indication of what we can expect from the album, man, it's gonna be an album I love, as someone who loves lyricism, as someone who's a sucker for storytelling. Let me tell you, man, Heart Part 5, whew, just really introspective, really, really deep. Pause. But yeah, no, it was great. Artwork. I was taking a look at it. It was released a couple days ago. Wow. You can get a lot out of this. I mean, one thing that I notice, I see the patches in the walls. I presume these to be bullet holes. And, you know, guns have been a very prominent part in all, I shouldn't say all of them, but a good portion of his album covers. Thinking back to Section 80, you know, you see the shells there. I'd imagine these are bullet holes, but they're patched up. You know, you got the spackling or the plaster or whatever there. I think that means something, you know, like those wounds can be mended, but they still leave a scar, you know, that kind of thing. You see 2 children, presumed to be his children. I'm assuming that's his wife. Also, the positioning of the faces, I think, is noteworthy too. You got his daughter staring straight at you, whereas Kendrick himself is looking off to the side. There's got to be some meaning to that as well. And obviously the most notable part here, he's wearing a crown of thorns. I mean, we know who that's referencing. The Messiah, Jesus Christ, love that guy. But, man, if you're gonna do that, you better like come with something serious. Like, if you're gonna put yourself on that pedestal, damn, that's all I gotta say. You better come through. And obviously he's hiding a gun under his pants too, so I don't know, there's a lot you can take away from the album cover, but yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. I'm done waiting. I'm too hyped. Let's see here. We got an hour and 15 minutes music. I am ready for every second of it. So track 1, we got United in Grief. Tell us the truth, Kendrick. Come on, tell us.
Tell him you're.
Oh man, I thought it was me.
1,855 days.
Yeah, it sounds like that's rough, but
Be afraid.
been about how long you left us, man.
Okay.
Real quick, I don't know if we've really heard this flow from Kendrick before. This is a really mainstream, real choppy flow. Like, that's not something we hear a lot from Kendrick. I can't put a finger on a song where he uses that flow. But see, man, I don't mind it. I think it sounds really good on it. Let's keep it going. Snitch on a pedestal. 6ix9ine. Ooh. Another beat switch, man. This one's really upbeat. So start this verse. He's talking about he's 27 or 28, I forgot exactly what he said. But just sounds really reckless with money, you know, buying a lot of jewelry, giving out money. I mean these are I guess processes you go with becoming rich. I don't want to know anything about that, but but yeah, good stuff, man. Let's keep it going. I grieve different. Ooh, man. I grieve different, bitch. Ooh, that's fire. That's fire, man. Jeez. Talk about a guy who's been through a lot, man. Kendrick. That's why his outlet to music is so powerful and so useful, man. I hope y'all listening, man. He's preaching right now. Everybody grieves different. That's facts. What an intro, man. The piano. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. This is one thing I've noticed with a lot of Kendrick songs, and that's he'll, like, the tempo of the beat and the feel of the music will often contradict what he's actually saying. In this one, we have a really upbeat, choppy flow to start out. Then we go into a beat switch, which is really eccentric, and the song in its totality is about grief, and it's about mistakes. There's a couple ways you can interpret that. I mean, the upbeat nature, usually associated with happiness. Maybe it's that, you know, you shouldn't be frowned upon to make mistakes. Like, it's how we learn. Also, just the idea of united in grief. He begins the song saying, "I grieve different," to say that he himself gets to live daily life differently than other people, whether that be coping mechanisms. He mentioned alcohol at the beginning, or whether that be material things. I mean, he talked about getting a Rolex that he wore once, an infinity pool he never swam in. He talked about giving $50K to his cousins. I mean, wow. But he wraps it all up by saying, we grieve different, in that every single person has different coping mechanisms, deals with the shit completely different ways, which is crazy. For an intro track, man, to get that deep, that is Kendrick, man. I'm just so happy right now. We finally got Kendrick back. It's been too long. This man is a freaking goat. So, anyways, that was track 1, United in Grief. We're gonna let it roll into track number 2, which is entitled N95. I'm gonna stop it right now already. I get the reference. N95, as in like the KN95 masks. He's gonna be talking probably about the whole coronavirus situation. Keep in mind, we haven't heard Kendrick really touch on this much. I mean, he's been gone for so long. Last album, 2017. You know, we didn't even know we were gonna get screwed over for 2.5 years. And you know, it's still screwing us over, so I shouldn't even say that. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see his perspective on everything that's been going on. So yeah, let's continue.
Take off the couches, take off the Wi-Fi.
Oh my God.
Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave needs. There's a real world outside. Take off your eyes.
There's a real world outside. Hell yeah.
Take off the perception, take off the
Yo, this is fire. Oh my God.
Take off the unsure, take off the solutions I had. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake
Take off the. Oh my goodness. This is disgusting, man. This is filthy. Yeah, something that makes Kendrick just so powerful, dude, is his different voices. He went through that whole verse. It's a really deep, like smoky voice. Take off that, and then he just gets to a whole like new octave, and super high, not super high pitched, but much higher pitched, and just adds like a whole energy, like a whole what do you want to call it, like vibe contrast. A lot more energetic. Also makes the replay value of Kendrick that much more like there. Like this dude, you don't need a feature. Like you have Kendrick Lamar featuring K. Dot, featuring Kung Fu Kenny, featuring Mr. Morale. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh my God. I love this a lot, man. This track is fire. You ugly as fuck, boy. This is so fire. Oh my God. He said that with the Mona Lisa flow. Okay. This has insane replay value. Oh my goodness. The end of Wavy too. Oh man. This one's gonna get streams, man. This is gonna be popular. For sure. I'll explain why in a second. Oh, he doesn't care about cancel culture, man. Man, like I said, this has insane replay value. I mean, we got 3 or 4 different Kendrick voices, different inflections in there. We had the iconic Mona Lisa flow right there, where he's almost like pouting as he's rapping. Like, I just don't get that. It's like having different impersonators of Kendrick Lamar trying to rap as him, except he does that on purpose, and these variations are insanely good. Like how you can sound like you're crying and still have the ability to like give your words power and to enunciate everything. Like it's just insane, man. But yeah, so that's one reason. Bunch of different voices, a lot of lyrics to get out of that. I mean, even his mainstream songs, you get a lot out of them lyrics. Humble, probably one of the deeper mainstream songs. I mean, it's his most popular song. He has something like 1.6 billion streams on Spotify. But within the realm of Damn, I mean, you get multiple meanings out of Humble. I mean, they're basic. Either, hey, bitch, sit down, you be humble. Or if you play it in reverse, it starts introspectively, and it's towards that side, so you take it as he's talking about himself. Like, hey, I gotta be humble. I gotta sit down. But going on a tangent. But, wow, that was a great song. Obviously, hey, I'm just here for the vibes to start out. I'm gonna catch all the bars in the next 50,000 listens. But wow, no, that I can tell I'm gonna like that song. Great energy. That was awesome. All right, we're gonna let N95 run through, and we're gonna go into Worldwide Steppers. Kodak. That's a weird duo, man. I don't know where Kodak's from. He might be from LA, I don't know.
I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer bitch.
Some black skinhead type shit.
This
is straight bars, man. He's just talking. Not a lot of music going on here. Just him spitting right now. Really dark flow too. Have to say this beat isn't really doing it for me. Okay, right when I say something, okay. You're gonna be dead or in jail. Killer psychology. Ooh. This track, Worldwide Steppers. First half, I'm gonna be honest, wasn't too crazy of. Primarily, again, first listen, going off the vibes. I not like that beat. It was remind me of Black Skinhead. I was like super bass heavy, like it just kept hitting you. But yeah, I wasn't too crazy about that. I didn't catch all the bars. I'm sure there's some good stuff in there. But that second half, they had a little bit more to the beat. You know, had a little bit more life into it. But man, talk about saying like that voice is so dark, so menacing throughout the entire track. Sure, there's a deeper meaning in there. I didn't catch a whole bunch of the lyrics, but yeah, that second half I enjoyed more. I just love when Kendrick gets jazzy. That wasn't particularly jazzy, but this is a side note, I guess. But I hope he has some more jazzy songs in this album. I mean, you got tracks to Pimp a Butterfly, the saxophones, all the strings, man. Oh, piano in there, like, oh man, it gets nice. But yeah. So what was my favorite track so far? But it definitely picked up towards the end, so I don't hate it. But yeah, we're gonna be going into the next one, entitled "Die Hard." It's featuring Blast, up and coming artist, a little bit of R&B. Love Blast. It's got some good songs. What's the one? Chosen? I think it's called Chosen. Really good. Love that song. And Amanda Reifer, who I don't know. Let's get it. This has got to be more a beat for Blast for sure. Can't quite make out those background vocals. When I have headphones on, I'm sure it's fire. This is Blast. Oh, their voices are it's gonna be perfect, man. Oh. Disco hand in hand. Okay, Amanda. Okay. Oh, this track's got the vocals, man. For sure. Ooh, okay. This is giving love vibes from Damn. Oh man, I gotta hold on. I know I'm not too late to set my demons straight. Man, that's a message that a lot of people can hear. A lot of people should hear that. Man, because life, it throws shit at you, but man, it's never too late to conquer it. It's never too late to forgive others and forgive yourself. Deep message. And a not so deep track, I would say. But I'll hold my thoughts to the end. I bet her voice sounds so much better in headphones. I got the bass turned all the way up, you know me. Those suck. Lil Uzi reference? Man, he just has a great voice, doesn't he? Damn. Him and Kendrick pair so well together, man. Just their vocal inflections together, it just works. Definitely just works. Alright, so that track, Die Hard, really not as deep as I was hoping, I guess. But again, you can't expect super deep introspective in every track. There's some great nuggets in there. I mentioned one earlier, I forgot already. But yeah, just talk about a good sounding track. I mean, it's a complete contrast from Worldwide Steppers. Worldwide Steppers, you have really stripped down beat, really dark voice. Then you just go into this track where it's just beautiful voices, more upbeat, happier vibe. But yeah, there's still some good nuggets in here. I'd say it's not as deep as some of the other Kendrick songs we're accustomed to. But still not gonna skip it. Like I said, I'm a fan of Blast. Sounds good on here. And like I said, him and Kendrick, man, I feel like that's a really good duo. Definitely got to hear more from that duo for sure. Next track, and all these features are surprising me too. I'm literally going one song at a time. Next track, we got Father Time featuring Sampa. Oh man, this dude, you want to talk about good voices and pure talent. I mean, I don't know if you haven't seen the Little Desk concert, the NPR thing with Sampa, fire, man. This dude's just great. I mean, Like the Piano, No One Knows Me Like the Piano, that song. Oh my goodness, so good, so good. But yeah, he's got a phenomenal voice as well. It'll be interesting to see how they pair. But yeah, let's get into it. Father Time. Some strings. There's definitely gonna be piano if it's Sampa. There's gotta be. There's not, it's disrespectful to Sampa. There it is. Oh my god. What a bridge. Daddy issues made me learn losses. I don't take those well. I don't take those well. Oh my goodness. I know his father was a part of his life. So it's not one of those situations, but man, that's a deep lyric. Also, what an interesting beginning of this song. I mean, Sampa really just known for his like all around just smooth tracks. There's like a lot of, I think there's something like going in reverse there. There's a lot of distortion. Very interesting. But then it turned into something super smooth. But yeah, let's keep it going. It's exhausting. He said, go fuck yourself. If he give up now, let's go cost you. Life's a bitch. You could be a bitch or step out the margin. I got him together. This is fire, dude. This is fire. Oh yeah. Tough love, no chaser needed. That's kind of funny. Chaser makes alcohol going down easier. Tough love, you don't need a chaser. What I just realized? I think he's talking about the game right now. Got daddy issues. He doesn't get enough love. I mean, Kendrick gets plenty of appreciation, don't get it wrong. But for the amount of stuff that he's put out and the amount of genius and pure, like you can just tell how much effort he puts in. I mean, he's damn well underappreciated. Much, you better believe that. Yeah, let's keep listening. That might be one thing I sent in that here. Okay, he had to be tough in front of his father. Okay, so father issues wasn't a matter of his father not being there. It was a matter of his father being tough on him and how that affected him in his daily life is what I'm gathering. Again, I'm talking too much. Let's just hear it. Kendrick, he's known as the type of guy, like, if he starts a beef, he starts a feud, whatever, he's not gonna just make up with that person right away. I mean, obviously Kanye, he has his own mental issues, but yeah, Kendrick, man, like him not understanding that makes sense to me. I mean, this dude, he's put people on notice, like going back to Control. I mean, like, don't start beef with Kendrick. This dude will kill you. Maybe not literally, but like lyrically, like you can't stand a chance with Kendrick, man. Let's wrap it up. Oh, bro, everything he didn't want was everything I was. Man, do you be feeling like that sometimes? This is something I feel. I usually, obviously, white dude, I don't relate as closely as I could as other people to Kendrick. But that right there, having a father who's tough on you, man. Oh yeah. You get that feeling, and not just a father, it can be any parent, but you can definitely get that feeling, like everything that you are is just like leading to their disappointment almost. Obviously, usually that's not the case. It's just something that you get going in your own head. But man, that is fire. This track's amazing. I love this. This is so good. Oh, is he tying in the way men mistreat women to this whole concept of daddy issues, being treated tough growing up, so you have to feel that you have to treat other people tough? Man, if so, woo! Talk to him, Kendrick. That track, I really enjoyed that track. That's playlist for sure. That is fire. Interesting inflection that Safa uses is not something I don't think we see very often. Usually it's just his voice. As you could tell, he has a phenomenal voice. But it was it was a really cool inflection that he used. Really liked the, No Chaser Needed. Talked about that one. That was fire. Kendrick, though, was some really, really introspective lyrics. There were a couple metaphors in there. Something like his mouth is gold, and they made a couple other comparisons. That one was fire. I already forgot it already, but that was fire. Yeah, that was a good track. I really enjoyed that. There's a lot you can get out of that. And half of what I said probably was untrue. But, man, that's Kendrick, though. He gets you thinking. Yeah, man. Next track, we got Rich Spirit. Let's get it. Little man, the big man. Kendrick on his Future shit right now. Okay. Oh, this is a smooth, man. This is so smooth. This is a light skin anthem, isn't it? I can't relate, man. This isn't something I'm gonna be playing. Bitch, I'm not attracted. No, I'm playing, bro. Oh, this got really deep right here. Talking about praying, someone dies. Shit. Hey. Hey. Okay, this is okay. This is growing on me, man. This is growing on me for sure. Definitely. All right, that track definitely on the lower end of what I've heard so far. But that's one that can grow on you. It's meant to be a catchy one for sure. Bitch, I'm attractive. That's gonna be really popular online, man. This is probably why he made that shit. TikTok or whatever, man. I don't got that shit, but that's gonna be used on there for sure. I can see it already. You said the short hook. That's what it's made for. Bitch, I'm attractive, and people acting a fool. But yeah, no, it was a cool track. There was some golden nuggets in there. Kendrick can't make a song without a few golden nuggets, even if it's not meant to be super lyrical. But yeah, we're going in the next track. It's called "We Cry Together," and it's featuring Taylor Page, who I'm not sure who that is. We about to find out though. Let's get it. This is giving me introspective vibes, just off the rip. We'll see what happens. I hope so. Vibey, man. Super vibey. Oh my goodness. It's got some bite to it though. Ooh. That piano adds some grime to it. I think Kendrick does too. Oh, this is fire right here. Oh, this is fire. I know when you're fake this. Oh my god. Who is Taylor? Taylor is fire. This is funny. This is giving me, again, Mona Lisa vibes. This is the two going back and forth, man. Also, what was it, Range Brothers? When him and his cuz were going back and forth. This is sweet. I like this. Has some grime to it. I like it. Fuck you. Power tripping or guilt tripping? Okay, this is a reach. I know I'm wrong too. But is he putting the crown on like he's in the album right here? Because you can sort of interpret this as her talking to God, her talking to Jesus. Let's listen. Don't judge me yet. Don't judge me. Of course, that's what she says right after that. A lot of bitterness. Oh, we can use a switch. Oh my God. This is nasty. What the fuck is gonna happen, bro? What is this? That's how a lot of problems are solved. Can be sad, I guess, but interesting. Very interesting. Alright, this song, I'm gonna tell you right now. First listen, people aren't gonna like this, but this is deeper than what it seems, I feel like. Obviously, it's like working as a relationship, pretty shitty relationship at that. But even good relationships have issues. Obviously, this was exaggerated. Kind of cool at the end there how they solve it through sex, which is something that I feel a lot of relationships, a lot of people do, which is not the best way to go about it. Listen, I'm not a relationship expert. I do love my girlfriend very much, but yeah, that's not how you should solve those issues. But yeah, no, there's really some deep stuff in there. I mean, it goes systematically. It's an issue of relationship between a single man and a single woman, but it's talking societally about the issues between men and women too. I mean, talked about being underpaid. Taylor did. Then Kendrick talks about you just want to stay at home when you have the option. I mean, really, there's deeper lyrics in there too. I just picked an example of each, but it's a deeper song than what it seems, and it's one of those two. I know my parents, for example, they can't stand hip hop or rap, but they like something like this. It would not make sense to them at all. But you can dig so much deeper into it, and Kendrick wouldn't put it on an album if he didn't want you to dig deeper. I'll say that much. But yeah, no, I think that's a cool track. One that's going to take more listens to find the deeper meanings for. I think on the surface it seems kind of shallow, but in reality it's much deeper than that. Anyways, we're going on. Next track is Purple Hearts, and this is featuring Summer Walker and Ghostface Killah. Let's get it. I'm expecting some kind of grinding here. Ghostface Killah on it. But Summer Walker, she's smooth. I don't know. What is that? Bang, bang. Whole life been social distant. Ooh. I don't know if, probably a lot of y'all, I don't know. Some of y'all will relate to this, but man, when COVID happened, I was already social distant, man. That shouldn't matter. Obviously, I missed out on some events, but like, hey, I'm a loner. I like it that way. So shit wasn't as dreadful to me as it was to others who are a lot more outgoing. Continue. Oh my goodness. That whole I'm blessed scheme was fire. That was great. What you got, Summer? What you got? I might be too critical here, but that was a little underwhelming for Summer Walker. I hope her fans don't come at me, but I don't know. I just feel like when you're blessed with the chance to feature on a Kendrick album, you put 1,000% into that thing. I mean, the reason being, not only does he have such an huge audience, but also like that music is going to be timeless. It's pretty much guaranteed to be timeless at this point. Dude has not missed. This is, I don't know if this is going to be one of his higher up projects so far, but it's good. Like it's gonna be timeless. Like I don't know. I might be too critical. Maybe I'm just not a huge fan of her voice. I don't know. Yeah, we'll keep it going. We got Ghostface coming up here. Come on. She does ride the beat though. She does ride the beat well. I'll give her that. Does a great rap voice, man. Oh, this is fire, man. Oh my! But it opened up his voice as soon as he started preaching to God. That was really cool. That was fire. He's just so, he's got nasty in him. On ownership, on your labels, on your masters. Okay, that track, I enjoyed it. My only gripe is I just don't think Summer Walker fit on that. I don't know. She had her own take on it. I get that. I just don't know. Kendrick was definitely more introspective. Ghostface was more religious. Talked. It's kind of like preaching to God, you know. I just might have to re-listen to her section of it. It sounded nice, but I don't know. I'm just being too critical, I guess. But we'll keep it going. Going on to the next one. It's entitled "Count Me Out." Okay. Give us something, man. Yeah, we could use some energy right now. We've had a couple slow songs. Oh. Please everyone but myself? Count me out about him being selfless, maybe? I like this so far. This is good. More upbeat too, I like that. Man, those background vocals. I'm loving this vibe. I mean, this is something that I know myself and pretty much every human ever struggles with. I mean, you say you love yourself, you say you care about yourself, but like putting that into action, actually believing it all the time, like that's tough. That's tough to do. And yeah, these are really important words. I mean, especially relevant now, like when COVID happened, people were isolated. Like this, man, this is good stuff. This is gold, man. Oh, okay. This is giving me Kid Cudi vibes for sure. Just the openness of it. That's tough. I feel bad for anyone who doesn't have bros to fall back on, man. I got lucky. I'm ridiculously blessed with some awesome friends, man. Met them back, some of them as early as first, second grade. But yeah, man, all through high school, through college, man. Ever had a hard time messaging? Man, it's tough. You gotta find you some dudes when you're young. You gotta stick with them. Put them first, man. Don't. Telling you, man. Bros versus hoes is a meme, but it's the truth too. Like those dudes are gonna be there for the rest of your entire life. So take that as you will. It's also Kendrick talking about the game too. He mentioned looking for my fall off, looking for my oh man, fall off from the game. I think that he's gonna be done soon. That next album will be trash. No, man, it's Kendrick. He's timeless. Yeah, no, that's fire. I just caught that now. I might have just introduced that now, but it's not only looking into yourself. But it's Kendrick talking like, hey, they're trying to count me out. You can't count Kendrick out. Never. Okay. I love when you count me out, man. This is a good song. This is really good. Count Me Out. I really enjoyed that track. That's got some replay value to it, I think. One thing I also noticed too, and I want to sort of come back to the album art. As we go through this album, I mean, it's bleeding maturity. Like it's just like it's less to black people in particular. This is directly speaking about To Pimp a Butterfly, and more so to humanity itself. I mean, we talked about daddy issues. We've talked about isolation. We've talked about loving oneself, counting yourself out. Like, I don't know, man. And when I look at this album art, I mean, I'm just seeing Kendrick with his back turned to us, as in like he doesn't care like what other people think. and he's comfortable with his own situation. He's facing his family, and he's wearing the thorns. Like he's made it through. He's willing to teach others of this path, but also you can see like the issues of his past. Like, you know, he still keeps the strap on him. He's the holes in the wall, the patches, the scars that have left behind. But there's some sort of maturity there, where he's looking to the side. He's made it, and then the daughter is looking towards you, where she's going to be entering that path that Kendrick had to go through. That's where I'm at right now with it. But anyways, let's keep it going. Next track, we got Crown.
The closest one's afraid to say they need some time.
Slow start.
Around his life or death, but you don't mind.
See,
Walk away to say
almost all these tracks have started out really slow, and we haven't had like that one DNA track where it's just boom in your face. But the thing with these though is that these little bridges at the beginning, they're always so deep with Kendrick, and I tend to zone out with them because, you know, you're waiting for the music to build up, and part of that's just this being a first listen. But those parts in particular, where they don't seem particularly deep, they really build upon the verses. And once you've heard the verses, then you're like, oh shoot, that's what he was saying at the beginning. But yeah, just something to be mindful of.
love will change with the seasons. I can't please
Love will change with the seasons.
I can't please
It's deep.
everybody. Wait, you can't please everybody. No, I can't please everybody.
Again, can't please everybody. I think this is relating to the weight of the crown that he has. King Kendrick, he holds the crown of hip hop. He holds the community on his shoulders. But that crown comes with a burden. And again, you know, you can relate that to your own life. This is why Kendrick he's a genius. He's amazing. Keep it going. I really enjoy those chords, man. It's so soothing. Watch you do something crazy now. I really like this. You know, I can already tell. This is going to be one of those songs. This is going to be exactly like Yeah on Damn. No one seemed to like that song. It was like wildly unpopular. But it was one of my favorites off the album. No, not my favorite. Fear was probably my favorite. Fear of Duckworth. But I don't know. It's not even like a deep song. But like this one, again, is very similar to that, where it's just really smooth. There's some nice golden nuggets in there. I really like this is the vibe that I really enjoy right here. Well, one of them, obviously, like the hype ones too, but I really enjoy this. I just picture Kendrick writing, like saying this in the mirror, like in the morning. He's getting ready for the day. Like it's that introspective where I can literally see him just saying this just to get through like the pressure. He's under immense pressure, man. He hasn't had a flop yet, and everyone's just waiting for that to happen. So, like, that pressure's got to be insane. Let's keep it going. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yeah, what I said earlier, it's exactly what this song is about. I finally got something right, man. Yeah. This is fire. You're gonna enjoy this song if you're not a rap fan either. Yeah, this transcends the genre, for sure. Okay, so that track, Crown, probably one of the easier to pick up on. It's talking about the weight of being king. King Kendrick, man. Obviously, that comes with a toll, comes with a price. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. But yeah, also, I mean, you can relate those lyrics to your own life too. Can't please everybody. That applies to everyone, man. There's no way. It's quite literally impossible for you to make everyone in your life happy at the same time. while accomplishing your own goals and keeping yourself happy. It is impossible. So it's important to realize that. It's important to acknowledge, like, hey, you're not going to be able to make everyone happy in life. Figure out what's important to you, figure out who's important to you, and prioritize accordingly. But yeah, great song. I really enjoyed that. Really, it was a simple one, but it was still equally powerful. But yeah, we're going to move on. Next song is Silent Hill, and this is featuring Kodak Black. Interesting feature. Again, I don't know what the tie is there, because Kodak was at least mentioned in a previous song. I don't know if he had a feature or not. But yeah, we'll see. Let's get right into it. Okay. Got some bass in there now, after a really mellow track. Okay. Really modern flow, man. Really modern. That verse seemed really shallow to me. This beat is really aimed towards Kodak, I think, too. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. This beat is for Kodak, bro. Man, he's saying Kodak's saying a bunch of nothing, man, but he can flow. That boy can flow, for sure. Okay, Silent Hill. I'll be honest, I think that was one of my least favorite off the album so far. Kendrick, was that a shallow verse from Kendrick? I don't know. It's getting towards the end here. Well, we're over halfway. I'm getting a little tired, so late at night, I could have missed something. But that verse seemed particularly shallow. I don't know if he was... kind of felt like he was dipping down to Kodak's level. Because we know Kodak, man, lyrically, that's all I gotta say. But Kodak, I preferred Kodak's verse over Kendrick's. I mean, Kodak, he flowed much better than Kendrick on this, I feel like. But that's the one thing Kodak has going for him. I mean, obviously, you look at his mainstream songs. My two favorite, Transportin' and Riot. I can't think of the other one. But regardless, he flows super well. But yeah, Kendrick, a little underwhelming on that one. I don't know. I don't know if it's a skip. Kodak might actually save that for me. I might not skip that just to hear Kodak's flow on that. I'll be honest. But yeah, that was a little underwhelming for me. We're going to move on to the next one, and that is entitled Savior Interlude. Okay, got some Baby Keem here, okay. Catch me a body, I'll put that on anybody. Oh my god. Dude, Keem is fire, man. He's so good. Next generation, man. It's in good hands. Okay. Yeah, that was cool. That's cool. Man, I don't really have much to say about that. I mean, Keem is good. There's a cool little track, cool little interlude. Man, I don't know. I mean, it was cool. Moving on, we're gonna go on to Savior, extra track. This is featuring Baby Keem and Sam Drew. Oh, okay. That's fire. Some big, some prominent figures in the community that a lot of people really look up to. But just Kendrick reminding us, hey, he's not your savior. That's God, man. That's for God. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is... Oh, my... This is disgusting, man. Ooh. Yo, that start by Kendrick was insane. That was insane. I didn't catch everything, but that was fire. That was fire. Oh my goodness. Keep it going. Oh. Oh my gosh. Some COVID bars. This song is really good. Oh my goodness. I felt like we were almost going on a downswing in the album. Nope. This is fire. I don't know how I feel about this hook. It'll probably grow on me. I gotta use that. Suck my dick with authenticity, bro. Man, I just gotta say, that duo, Baby Keem and Kendrick, do not miss, man. Every song they made so far has been fire. This one is no exception. This one's probably the best. I mean, I think Family Ties is better than Range Brothers. This is probably better than Family Ties. I mean, Kendrick, he's saying some stuff, man. He is saying some stuff. I mean, they are not your savior, man. That's on God. That's for God, man. Anyways, that was a great song. I really did enjoy that. That was good. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the next one. It's entitled Auntie Diaries. My auntie is a man now. You can tell I'm not catching the lyrics right now, man. My brain is going slow. Woo. I see. It's starting to make sense now. Yep. Oh, okay. This is Kendrick getting exceptionally personal. For the first time, really, I think, on this album. This is something we haven't learned. He does this. I mean, last album, damn, with Duckworth, he did that where he just shared this really amazing story. If you haven't heard the song, obviously go listen to it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but yeah, no, that's this is cool. Just getting a little interesting thing about his life again. Obviously, we've learned so much, and he revealed so much to us in Good Kid, Mad City that there's only, I guess, so much that we don't know about him. This is still early life. One thing we also don't know much about are his children and his wife. I'm presuming to be his wife. They're on the album cover. I mean, we still haven't heard much about them per se, and we may not either. That may be by design. But yeah, he's getting really personal on this. I'm enjoying it. Interesting, tying in faith with this. Okay. It's building. It's building. Yep. Talk about uplifting, man. This music. Oh man, it just builds and builds. Wow, that was something. Man, this album, this is very different. This is very different. He's talking to the masses now. Like, he's, I mean, he obviously was doing that before, but he's talking about issues that pertain to everybody. I mean, we alluded to earlier, him talking about, obviously some mental issues, loving yourself. But now we're getting into, Auntie being a man, transgender issues, same-sex issues. And when I say issues, I don't mean it's a problem. But yeah, no, he's touching everything, man. This is awesome. It's a very different album. Yeah, I mean, well, we're in it. Let's just keep it going. We're getting towards the end here. We're down to the final 3 tracks. Next track is entitled Mr. Morale, and this is featuring Tana Leone. Again, a feature who I'm not familiar with. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. Very menacing start. What is going on, man? Oh my god! What is this? Ooh! That was smooth! I'm floating right now in this music right now. Oh my goodness. Man, this track is crazy. This is so good. That verse in the middle there by Kendrick, that was fire. I should have spoke more on it at the time. I've already forgotten everything. My brain is scrambled. Kendrick, man, he'll do that to you. First listen on a Kendrick album, oh my goodness. It's like 1:15 in the morning too. I'm dying. But I can't stop either. This is good. So yeah, we're gonna keep it going. Second to last track. It's called Mother I Sober. That's a funny title, because obviously he's not sober. But anyways, it's also featuring Beth Gibbons. Let's get it. No. Oh, I gotta stop that. One man standing on two words, heal everybody. Oh my goodness. So we put so much responsibility on Kendrick's back. Heal everybody. Keep it going. Family ties. Oh wow, she's got a beautiful voice. Oh my goodness. I want him to get more personal. This is it, man. A lot of introspective thoughts. Really mellow track. I haven't heard this kind of voice in a while, too. This is like mixtape Kendrick. Oh. Never felt guilt until you felt it sober? Oh my goodness. This track. Oh my. This is like a mellow you. A mature you. To Pimp a Butterfly. He's just blaming himself. He's just screaming at himself, drunk. This is like the acceptance stage. See? Wow, man. Oh my gosh, man. This is insane. This is ridiculously good. Wow. Okay, that track, Mother I Sober. That may be my favorite off the album, I'll be honest. It doesn't have the replay value as the others. It's not going to be something you want to play in the aux. But what that is to me, one of my favorite songs off of To Pimp a Butterfly is You. And gosh, let me tell you, when you're hating yourself, that song You, jeez, does that hit different or what? It's basically just Kendrick screaming at himself. I mean, so much hate and pain that's left inside that isn't released, and you just unleash it on yourself. This here, this is the growth that Kendrick has made since then, in the past little shy of a decade, which is insane. I mean, recognizing the coping mechanisms that you're using, recognizing that therapy is a valid solution, recognizing all the issues that you're going through, and instead of hating yourself, and this has been a theme of the album too, instead of hating yourself, taking a step back and looking at it through a new lens and looking for reasonable solutions other than the bottle or other than drugs. But yeah, man, that track, that was really good. That was phenomenal. Again, that may be my favorite so far. Obviously, can't determine that on first listen, but that was so good. So we're gonna go on to the final track of the album, Bittersweet Moment. But yeah, this has been a journey, man. Oh, geez, Kendrick. It's now 1:30 in the morning. I have to work tomorrow, man. Let's just get into it. Final track is called Mirror.
I choose me.
Is that sampling Anderson .Paak right there? Tell us the truth, Kendrick. Keep telling us the truth. Oh yeah. Ooh. I can see how this is a good close to the album. Everything we talked about so far. Oh man. I love it when he leaves upbeat too. This track's got a lot of good energy, man. Yeah, this goes to what we were talking about. Sometimes you gotta put yourself first, man. It's a fact of life. And it's usually something you gotta learn the hard way. Okay, so final track, Mirror. Big line of the chorus there. I choose me, I'm sorry. Again, that's going back to putting yourself first sometimes, man. Sometimes it's what you gotta do. But yeah, no, that was a good track. I enjoyed it. Definitely didn't throw that in the playlist. But there we are. That's the album. Thoughts. How am I feeling right now? I'm feeling like that's a very good album. I don't think it's way too early. I can't say off first listen if it compares. All I can say is that I did enjoy it, and if I had to score it right now, probably say 9.25 out of 10. Reason is that there's some parts where I admittedly was like, hey, this part I didn't really enjoy, or this part felt shallow, especially that Kodak Black song. That's the one where I didn't enjoy too much. But yeah, no, that was a good album. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Favorite songs, I would have to say, let's see here, N95, Die Hard, Father Time, definitely. Let's see here, Crown, and Mother I Sober. Those are my favorite tracks. Least favorite tracks, have to say Silent Hill for sure. And then probably Auntie Diaries. I don't see a whole lot of replay value in that, though I do get the message. Overall, though, should Kendrick be wearing the crown of thorns? That's one question I had at the beginning of this. I would say no. I was expecting there to be more of, like Christian themes to it. And I'm not disappointed about that. Just observation I made. But I do think, man, that album cover is so great. I just love thinking deeper about that. I really think that holds true about the scars in the wall. I'm going to call them scars. Kendrick having his back turned to us and having his child looking towards us. I think all that has meaning. But yeah, this album was absolutely phenomenal, and I really enjoyed it. Hey guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider commenting, and subscribing. It helps the channel tremendously. And check out other videos up here somewhere. Thank you. See ya.